Now on to the exercises. We have 7 exercises in this circuit. They each take 30 seconds with a 10-second break in between. So it should be, 5 or 10 minutes, including setup time. I have my timer running constantly in the background. So I always know I can get a little rest every 30 seconds. Just breathe in and out and get ready to do your next exercise. Be ready to go when the timer counts down to 1. So the first exercise is a squat. If you can comfortably do a body weight squat without holding on to anything, that's cool. So just remember that you want to keep a straight line from your head to your tailbone and do a nice squat just as low as you feel comfortable. You can use your arms for balance, straight up. If you want to add a little bit of a challenge, you can stay low for a couple beats, but always keep your upward momentum quick because you want to build those fast twitch muscle fibers. There's a couple funny things we can do with squats to make them more challenging. One is to hang out in the bottom, come up a little bit, and then come up. And that's just to build a little bit more quad strength. The other thing you can do is add a light weight. This is called a goblet squat. For these, you can stand a little further apart. You go down into your squat, and then this helps you balance. So you can actually get a little bit deeper sometimes. And then straight up. So no need to add resistance unless you feel like it. But you just do as many as you can do without rushing within the 30-second timer. Take your 10-second break. And in that 10-second break, it's a good time to get set up. So we're going to get ready to do, I think I missed my window. It's hard for me to look at the camera and look at the timer. Get ready for counter push-ups. So you could be up here, you could be on the wall, it doesn't matter, whatever is ready for you. But I prefer push-ups to have a long straight line, not on your knees, but whatever height you need to go to make it possible to do push-ups. 30 seconds is a long time to do push-ups, so feel free to take little breaks in between. And the most important thing for push-ups is to rotate your elbows forward and keep your shoulders packed down. So I don't want to see wings. I think the image looks a little bit like the elbows are out far from the chest. Keep them close if you can. Down and up is 1. So you want to go all the way down and not rest there, but just all the way to the bottom position and then straight up again. So that's 1. So when you've done enough to add up to your 30 seconds, take your little break and get ready for split squats. And again, you can hold on to something, a chair, or I have a nice incline bench here. And you're going to put your feet, sort of a meter apart or so, and then just go straight down and straight up. Only go as far as you're comfortable. Your knee does not have to touch the floor. If these are too easy, someday you can always add weight. It can be anything. It can be just something that, like your purse or something, that only weighs a few pounds, down and back up. And if you want, you can hold something with both hands, down and back up. Just for 30 seconds, split squats. And then you are going to do bent over rows. So bent over rows, I think, are probably easy to do with these kind of bands, but I'll show you with the other band too. So you're going to step on this, and that's why you should probably have some shoes on. Bend over at the waist so you have a nice flat back, okay? Not like this, but keep your shoulders down and back, and you're going to pull this band to your mid-torso, so something between your hips and your rib cage. Think of it as dragging your elbows back. So you're not shrugging your shoulders and you're not using your biceps. Not at all. So you're just using the muscles in your back. So rowing straight up. This is actually a bit too long for me. Like this and down. So you should feel that between your shoulder blades. And then if you have a long band, like a monster band like this, what I would probably do is I would grab it low down. So I don't know if you can see my feet, not really. So I've got the band under my foot, for both my feet, and I'm just letting the slack of the band hang down and pulling this way. So the way you'd add more resistance is just by doubling up the band. So I can just fold it in half, and then I'm pulling the band. It's twice as difficult as it was with a single band. Okay, so that's bent over rows. Take your 10-second break. And then I've added a band deadlift. The only thing I wanted to tell you about deadlifts is that you want to keep that back nice and flat, just like all the other exercises. And the deadlift, all it really is, I'm just going to grab a little bit lower on this so it's the proper length. A deadlift, all it is standing up straight. So it's what you would do if you had like suitcases, bags of groceries, anything that's sort of at your knee height. Not all the way to the ground, just to your knee. And you've got bent knees, straight flat back. And all you're going to do is hinge at the hips and straighten up. So it is not a back lift. You're not lifting with your spine. You're going to keep your spine really straight and neutral and lift only with your legs. So straightening your hips, straightening your knees, and coming up to a straight position. So doing a few of those. And to make that more difficult, again, it's just like the bent over row. You would just double it up, make it heavier, make it harder. So you pull that straight up. That's too heavy for me. And next one is, this is where this band becomes interesting. This band is ideal for doing banded monster walks. So you would put the band, you can put it almost anywhere, around your ankles. I'm gonna move back so you can see. Around your ankles, around your knees, around your hips, or all three. But once you have a small band like that, then you're just gonna go a little bit to the side and then a little bit back. So they're just taking small steps, slow, small steps. So that's the best thing about this band. This band can also be used for doing some shoulder rehab work where you're just pulling this way. But if you don't have those, these work perfectly well. So you would just put this underneath your feet and pull up. That's just to create some resistance. So you don't want to use your shoulders. This isn't a shoulder exercise. It's just to hold on to it and keep it in the right position. So I'm just going to crisscross like that and leave my shoulders hanging long and then just step to the side. Ooh, that's very challenging. So this is an exercise you will see immediately is for your glutes and your abductors, which are the muscles that open your legs. And they're very rarely used in everyday activities. So it's really important that we work them as much as possible because they help protect our knees. So just short little steps. You can keep going all the way to the left and then all the way back, or just one step to one side and one step to the other. Last but not least, our incline plank hold is for our core. So again, you can use a chair and you can use a bench. I have a bench, so I'm going to use it. So you can either be up on your hands like this. This is kind of the easiest position, I think. And then to add a bit more resistance, you can go down on your elbows. So in this position, you want a nice straight line from your head to your tailbone, well, actually all the way to your ankles. And you're just going to hold that for 30 seconds. So there's lots of ways to add resistance with this exercise, including doing motion. So you could do step up, step downs like this, or lots of other things. But let's see if that's enough challenge for you. I'm so out of breath. I'm not used to talking.